From pit crew to past president, my Coal Miner Days journey. My sport was Coal Miner Days by Marcia Johnson. For almost the past 2 decades, our family has celebrated the community of Sparwood during the second weekend of June. We started out as pit crew in the Soapbox Derby and volunteers for a couple of years. Then we graduated to helping our 16-year-old son run the parade. From there, I was hooked. Every year, with the exception of one, where I was the secretary, I have been the president of the Coal Miner Days Society Board. Coal Miner Days, for me, is going to look a lot different this year, as my 18th year now sees me in the position of past president. Through the years, I was part of turning Coal Miner Days from one weekend to an entire week. This encouraged businesses to host on-site events to showcase their business and community spirit. I have helped raise tens of thousands for charities, both local and national. I drew in sponsors from Vancouver to Calgary to highlight their organizations and help facilitate so many family-friendly events, most of which were free to attend. I've hosted everything from a drone show, laser show, races, movies, fireworks, concerts, competitions, tournaments, talent shows, classes, and parades. Even through rain, sleet, wind, sunshine, COVID, fires, and snow, we made it happen. I've raised 5 of my children as part of Coal Miner Days. They came to meetings and attended most of the events, lending assistance. Before they graduated high school, each one of them could set up and take down a hall full of tables, chairs, and decor faster than the professionals. Because of their volunteering with Coal Miner Days, they all went to work for the fire department and still serve in the communities they live in. My family army of helping hands truly enabled me to succeed in my role as president and mother. I'm very proud of their volunteer spirit and who they've become as adults. I have been entrusted with facilities, equipment, and the safety and reputation of our community, as well as the organization of volunteers, events, and participants. Not to mention the huge budgets that were required to put it all together. The fiduciary responsibility of ensuring that sponsors are honored for their donation and that a meaningful celebration is provided has always been the utmost of importance. Without businesses feeling there was value in their donation, they would have simply stopped donating. So thank you for trusting me to do that for you. Even during tough economic times, the majority of sponsors remain dedicated to supporting Coal Miner Days. Every year, our board tries to change things up a little bit, just to keep things original while preserving what makes them so great. The one thing that I do regret is not being able to bring back the Midway to our valley. I personally know the owners of West Coast Amusements and have a sister who works in their office, so I tried every single year to have them add our town back to their schedule. They just wouldn't budge. I even rallied our community to personally send them messages, with no luck. Our Coal Miner Days mascot, which represents the heart of our community, brings joy to everyone who meets it. That is something I'm very proud of. Even though it was a pricey investment to design and build its uniform, the time Cole has spent front and center has been worth every penny. Cole became an instant celebrity who attends all the board's events on our behalf. There are so many photos being taken of Cole that you would think the paparazzi are in town. Over the years, there have been many tears shed, because even with all the outstanding activities that we've been able to put together, a handful of people's comments would hit me at just the right time of exhaustion, cutting like daggers. Those are the people that I wish would attend at least one of the planning meetings to see what it really takes to make Coal Miner Days even possible. Once they realize it takes almost a full year of planning to pull these festivities together, by people who freely give their time, hopefully the complainers would change their tune. I know deep down that probably 98% of the people who attend any of our events are thrilled with everything that makes up Coal Miner Days. However, I would like to remind you that words of encouragement from supporters really makes all the difference in helping our volunteers keep going. Please remember to share your enthusiasm and support with as much energy as the haters do. It is more important than you know. Showcasing music has also been one of the great things that I've been able to do throughout the years. Hosting Elk Valley's Got Talent for several years was an excellent way to meet So many talented artists in Sparwood, Fernie, Elkford, and the Crow's Nest Pass. I really enjoyed working with our judges who provided the most positive, constructive support, helping build performer confidence. Creating the opportunity for our youth to stand in the spotlight on the big stage for so many was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I'm so glad that I could provide. It was also amazing to listen to a couple of my children behind the microphone during Elk Valley's Got Talent. My daughter even joined a couple of the bands during the cabaret. The best part was when the audience didn't even notice that the lead singer has changed. That was pretty cool. I'm going to try and not sound like a jerk when I tell you that one of the funniest memories was when Aaron Pritchett slipped on a pickle after the cabaret. He yard sailed on the ground. His hat flew across the floor. His beer hit the tile for only a second until Alex Isaacs rushed to the rescue, saving all but a few drops of beer unharmed. So now every time I hear the song "Hold My Beer While I Kiss Your Girlfriend" on the radio, all I can think of is the day he became the pickle slipper. It almost makes me laugh as hard as I did once I noticed that he wasn't hurt. 3 years ago, I volunteered Coal Miner Days to run Sparwood. It started in the North Fire Hall, where we had a scary haunted house in the burning building run by the drama department, a kids' fun house decorated by me, and a handful of businesses that supported us through trunk-or-treating. The fire department hosted a much-needed fire pit to warm up by with a glass of hot chocolate, and the district, Jenna Jensen, handed out s'mores. There was no budget, so Apex Power covered all the costs associated with the festivities. Now this event is hosted in Centennial Plaza for trunk-or-treating. Staying Alive donates its building for the funhouse, and the United Steelworkers donates their building for the haunted house. For fun, we've also added a pumpkin competition. It is outstanding to see the creativity in our community. Together with the district, we have filled 3 trucks with donations for the Sparwood Food Bank. Spookwood is my favorite event because it falls into place so much easier than our main festival. Yes, we have lots of smiles at Coal Miner Days in June, but at Spookwood, not only are they running around smiling, but during Halloween event, they are also in the cutest costumes, and so are many of their parents. To help round out our community spirit, at Christmas time, I started the Senior Secret Santa Tree, where the community could shop for presents for Valley seniors, wrap them and drop them off at the Sparwood Chamber. And then our secret elves would deliver them to the special seniors. Lilac Terrace has been a great partner in helping us match seniors with generous community donations. The tree secretly provided a way for us to help show our seniors that they are valued members of our valley. Honestly, even though I was officially president for so many years, the title behind my name really didn't matter. I was the janitor when I needed to be, the secretary, the banker, the cheerleader, the mentor, the counselor, the bartender, the ticket taker, the laborer, the babysitter, and the bodyguard for our board for all those years. And I did it all for free. I hope that leading by example has left a legacy of service that our community will be inspired to follow. The physical work of setting up hundreds of chairs, moving barricades, positioning porta potties, hauling chairs, packing tables, building tents, wrapping cables, manhandling speakers, loading trucks of alcohol, serving drinks, picking up the garbage, directing traffic, dragging generators, hauling go-karts in torrential rain, showing off my trailer backing up skills, loading cars, and so much more that it takes just makes me tired typing this, let alone physically doing all those activities every year. One of my favorite things that I have spent countless invisible hours behind the scenes in supporting Coal Miner Days was marketing. I loved meeting with sponsors, talking to them on the phone, emailing approvals back and forth. I created almost all the ads that I posted on social media, the hours that I spent over the years on our website writing content and formatting the pictures. I loved it all. The time I spent creating signage, designing layouts at the newspaper office, and conducting interviews and radio spots at the radio station. The professional upgrade to designing the magazine and creating advertising was a lot of work, but worth it. However, it did help when Emily joined the board a couple of years back and took on the layout portion of the magazine. Sponsor ad approvals takes a lot of time to put together. There was one year when I was a passenger on a side-by-side cruising down the trails, approving articles and print designs, because we were simply running out of time. It was kind of hilarious going from one cell phone zone to another to get a good email connection as Emily and I rushed to meet the printing deadlines. I may have changed my location, but I was always working. Just sometimes it was more fun location.